All right, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. I know for some of you it's been a long trip, and I know that there are some that are not here that wish they could be here. I'm so happy that each of you get to see how happy Sidney and Tony are and how happy they are with each other. In reality, I believe they've only had, 2, 3 anniversaries of dating because of that leap year thing. That's what happens, I guess. As a parent, I sat back and I watched as the relationship grew in high school. I remember pictures of Sid the kid and Tony the cheerleader at a Powder Puff football game. I also remember a graduation trip that they had to the beach. Then came college. Sidney went off to ECU in Greenville and Tony went to UNCC in Charlotte. I wondered how long the long-distance relationship would last. I heard of sad times, I heard of happy times. I also heard of surprise trips set up by friends. Eventually, I guess Tony decided he would be happier in Greenville, and I kind of wondered how his parents thought about that. The love story continued. They moved to Virginia a couple of years after graduation, and then now they're back in Raleigh. I remember the excitement in Sidney's voice when she said the Glens were taking her to Italy with them. It really made her feel like a part of the family. Thank you. And she told me that Tony was going to propose to her while on the trip. I don't know that she knew all that Tony had set up. I guess he really may be a romantic. Sidney Glenn, Tony Glenn, your life together will not always be easy. It will also not always be hard. There will be ups and there will be downs. My prayer for you is that you will come through everything together. I have faith in the support you will receive from your family and friends. My wish for you is that you may hug and kiss each other every night when you go to bed. My wish for you is that you hug and kiss each other every morning when you wake up. My wish for you is that the gleam in your eyes for each other may never fade. My wish for you is that the sight of each other will always bring a smile to your face. And I would like to thank everyone for being here tonight. Sidney and Tony, enjoy.
All right, I don't have tissues with me. If I cry, Tony, I'm taking this.
Well, wait.
So, I'm probably gonna cry.
We hope you all enjoyed your dinner. If you are still eating, please feel free to continue doing so. We would like to have our first toast of the night, so please put your hands together for our maid of honor, Katie.
All right. Hi, all. For those that don't know me, I'm Katie, the maid of honor, and bestie to both Sidney and Tony. It's true, at one point I was being fought over like the last sushi roll. No, I get her. No, I get her. Maybe she wears half dress, half suit. Can we do that? Will you do that? As you can see, I am wearing a dress. But please know I am honored to be both of your besties. And for you, only you, I would have worn a half dress, half suit. Exactly 1 month ago, Sidney texted me a reminder that I would be giving a speech at the wedding. Although I replied, okay, thanks, the truth is that I've been writing this since before they got engaged. I quickly came to realize there is no way I could fully express my love, gratitude, and pride for our 10 years of friendship in just a few minutes. But I am going to try. Sidney, from the moment we met, we clicked. You allowed me to fully be myself, and I hope I've been able to let you do the same. I will forever cherish our silly dances, your heartfelt advice over many seasons, yes, even when I didn't take it. Your support, grace, and kindness through the toughest of times. and how you have been my cheerleader. Now it is time I return the favor. Most importantly, I treasure how you are always able to make me laugh and smile. I love our giggles. I want to thank you for always being you, and I want to thank you for giving me another bestie. I can't stand up here doting on about Sidney without mentioning Tony. Tony, thank you for caring and loving my squidney. I am so blessed to have you be the man my bestie is marrying. I would imagine it's pretty rare to have the relationship that we do, that being we are also best friends. I don't just call, text, or FaceTime Sidney. I call, text, and FaceTime Tony too. Sometimes probably more than they would like. Tony, you care so deeply about others. Not only have I felt this from personal experience, but I see this every day in the love you have for Sidney. Whether it's thinking about her with small acts here and there, to showing her off because you relish in her beauty, to making sure every detail was perfect because you wanted to give her her dream proposal, and of course, to fighting over who loves who more. Not only do I appreciate the ways you have shown Sidney your love, but I appreciate how you've extended that to me too. I cannot imagine a more perfect match. So with all of that said, I thought it was fitting to end this how we always leave each other. I love you both immensely. To my best friends, the Glens, please, cheers. I love you.
Katie, thank you so much. Cheers. For our next toast, please welcome up to the microphone our best man, Dennis.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dennis Shimsek, and I am Anthony's best man. But more importantly, I've been Anthony's and Sidney's best friend for over 10 years now. I first met Anthony freshman year of high school, and it was during health class. We were in a class on internet safety, and that's when we found out that we both like spending way too much online, and we've been friends ever since. However, it wasn't until a badminton tournament that our friendship was really cemented. We beat our competition so badly that the teacher took pity on our opponents and matched us up with upper classmates. But that made little to no difference. This was freshman year of high school, and it was before Anthony and Sidney started to date. And at this point, it's weird to think about there ever being such a time. I remember how one morning, Anthony came up to me really excitedly, telling me that he started dating, or I guess talking, to a girl. Yeah! Round of applause for that! Soon after that, I first saw Sidney during an ACT exam that we were both in. Sorry to bring that up, but that was the first time. I remember seeing her and thinking to myself, Anthony, do not mess this one up. Which she didn't, to nobody's surprise, and here we are all today. Anthony and Sidney started hanging out with us pretty regularly, and whenever she's around, the mood is always a little bit brighter, and the vibes are always better. Plus, she made me and all of the guys look way cooler, and for that, on behalf of all the guys, Sidney, I would like to thank you. It is really rare these days to watch high school sweethearts get married. After you spend even a little bit of time with them, you get the impression that nothing at all could bring them apart. Like that one time in high school when Sidney and I were tasked with making tater tots, and after they were done, we ate almost all of them, and we brought them up to the group, and people were really not happy about it, especially not Anthony. Anthony was quick to forgive me, of course, because as they say, there's no greater bond than freshman year badminton partners, other than perhaps maybe husband and wife. But Sidney and Anthony worked through it, and I'm sure that if they made it through that absolutely nothing can bring them apart. Anthony, thank you for making me your best man. It is an absolute honor. And I would like to thank you, as well as Sidney, as well as the Glenn family, David, Maria, and Avery Glenn, for all of the love and kindness that you have extended to me over the years. For that, I am eternally grateful. Yeah! Love you too, Avery. And with all that being said, I would like to please ask everybody to raise their glasses in a toast to this amazing couple. Cheers, everybody. Thank you. Cheers.
Dennis, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Absolutely thank you. Both our maid of honor and first two fellas, thank you so much. Friends and family, for our final toast of the night, please put your hands together for the father of the groom, David.
Microphone right here.
I'll give you a kiss. My left?
What?
My left. Give you a kiss.
Of course.
So I am Dave, the father of the groom. Anybody who knows me knows that I have one rule and only one rule when it comes to wedding receptions. Whatever the bride wants, the bride gets. I am not kidding when I say this. I spent from 11:30 p.m. last night to 4:30 a.m. today in an emergency room. We had a great rehearsal dinner. My wife thought I was having a heart attack. It was not that. It was food poisoning, and for anyone who was at the rehearsal dinner, it had nothing to do with that food, just to be clear. But I said I wasn't feeling all that good, so it's okay if you don't have my toast tonight. What the bride wants, the bride gets. That's my number one rule, so thank you, Sidney, for asking me to follow through on the original plan, even though I am not feeling all that well. And you could get 1,000,000 to 1 odds in Las Vegas that I would watch this guy get married and not have a single alcoholic beverage. But when you are that dehydrated after food poisoning, I have not had one yet. So somebody can collect on 1,000,000 to 1. I love your sense of humor with each other, and I just want to share this because it's part of what has made 26 years of marriage to Maria, I call her the lovely and talented Maria, a beautiful thing. I think you have a very different relationship than we do, but you share the sense of humor part, so you'll appreciate what Mom said on the way up here. I said, I don't want to let Sidney and Anthony down on one of the biggest days of their life. I'm just not feeling like myself today. So I'm not kidding. This was her response. Don't worry, honey. I'm pretty sure I've had less than your best effort many times, but I still love you. Sorry, I should have asked you to put your fingers in the little kids' ears. A couple quick things. I know you like that one, Tone. Sorry. You don't want to think of Mom and Dad that way. Serious. Thank you and congratulations to Joey, father of the bride. It's a huge job. Way bigger than father of the groom. Your words earlier were beautiful. Your contribution to making this magic happen is appreciated. So how about that round of applause for Joey? For those who don't know, I make a living speaking to people. So I want to give a shout out, a thank you, and a congratulations to Katie and Dennis. Like, this is what I teach at the college level. Y'all delivered the goods as the maid of honor and the best man. So thank you and congratulations to you guys. And then we all know we're saying congratulations to these guys, but I want to say thank you as well. Seriously. Y'all, maybe if you were at the event earlier, maybe you did hold the pouch, right? And I hadn't seen that very often in all the weddings I've been to. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I thank you guys for incorporating that into your ceremony because it is unusual. It does reflect who you are. And I'm not a believer that there is a single right way to do a wedding. I've been to other weddings that were beautiful in their own way. I thought the way you shared how you met, how you fell in love, what you love about each other to this day, and what you look forward to. I've been to some beautiful weddings where you really don't learn that about the bride and the groom. So both congratulations, of course, but also thank you for sharing that unique wrinkle with us. And this is my last thing. I spoke for a long time last night, so I promise not to speak too long tonight. The pouch thing is really cool because, of course, you could say a prayer, you could make a wish, you could send your positive vibes their way. But I think there's another cool thing about the way y'all did that. There's a lot of people in this room who symbolize, by their living, breathing example, what they believe you can become, right? So I don't know everybody in the room well, but when I preached to the guys that I took to Vegas for the bachelor party about the importance of friendship, you three guys in the back, raise your hand. They were in my wedding, those three guys. And 26 years later, they are among my best friends. So you guys, when I put it to you last night and laid down the law about how you got to take care of these guys, that's not just words. Like, those are three of my best friends in the world, some of them going back to 10 years old. So I hope you live up to that. There are others in this room, my mom and dad among them, who showed you guys how their relationship reminds me of my mom and dad's relationship. Every year on their anniversary, I thank them for showing me what a marriage can look like. I mean, you want to talk about a living, breathing gift and example. Thank you to my mom and pop-up, among many others in here. We hope you carry that forward. There's a lot of others. Wilson Zoli table. You guys are about joy and love, and these guys have seen that from you. You have already given them a gift with your example in all the years that you've known these guys. So I can't single out everybody because my wife will kick me in the shins when I get back to the table if I do. And Dennis did give a toast, but I'll give one as well. Please raise your glass in honor of Sidney and Anthony as we all wish them a life filled with joy, love, laughter, adventure, and happiness, and we all commit to helping them in their pursuit of those things. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the father of the groom team. And how about another hand for all three of our toasts tonight here, folks? Katie, our maid of honor, Dennis, our best man, Katie, father of the groom.